So when discussing the history of wargaming in general, you reach a point where solitaire games become a thing. Not only a thing, but a pretty big thing. You know, we have a lot of people who, Dan Verson games. How many solitaire games, war games does he make? There's a lot of solitaire games out there. If you remember the old Victory Point games, the States of Siege series, and a lot of their solitaire stuff. There's a reason for that. A big reason is when you're looking for opponents. Wargaming is a niche within a niche. Within a niche, I would say. And many people, you find yourselves isolated from a huge gaming communities. Even me down here, I'm not around big gaming communities. There's usually game stores and war gamers of least miniature games, or it has been the case around military bases. Whether it be Fort Knox or Fort whatever, you're going to find some war gamers around there. But for a lot of us, solitaire is crucial to our playing. I think the Wikipedia page, which is bad, it lists Operation Olympic of SBI by Jim Duggan as being perhaps the first solitaire war. It was not. You at least have The Fall of Rome, which was a year earlier, released a year earlier than that, in 1973. As far as I can tell, that may be the first pure solitaire war game. Some of those old Assalto games, tower defense type old school, almost abstract feeling type war games are very solitaire friendly. But I do believe, Mateo, no yawning, yeah, that's my dog. I do believe it is The Fall of Rome, which had its problems, may be the first solitaire war game. And it would not be unconscionable for me to believe that SPI came up with that. They were very innovative. But this game, B-17 Queen of the Skies, produced by Avalon Hill, 1983, this was a watershed moment in solitaire wargaming. Watershed moment in the sense that I think it really kind of shows you what solitaire wargaming can do. It's been a while since I've opened this. Those Messerschmitts. Look at what's going on in there. Those planes. There's ME-109s. Focke-Wulf 190. So what is this? This really became a simple play aid. I don't even know why that's in there. Maybe because I pretty much got this memorized how to play. Maybe because the rule book's written in the old school 4.1, easy rule book. Board. Basically the biggest thing about this board, the most important thing would be, in my opinion, the quick reference tables. Your tables you're going to be rolling on. And as with any, these are some of my favorite runs. Way you can keep them all. I thought I may have That's what Avalon Hill did well too. Look, yeah, here's a pad right here, a blank pad. This is a blank mission sheet pad. That's what they did well back in the day. Before we just all had Xerox machines or printers, you know, this was a way for them to sell, to keep selling to you through mission charts like that, and they did. I mean, this is pretty cool actually. When you're getting out and looking at this, where's the map? There is a map. The map's inconsequential, not very consequential. There you go. There's the map. Simulating 8th Air Force, moving into Europe, and you're going to be making runs. Some short milk runs, some long. I'm assuming most people that look at this understand what B-17 Queen of the Skies is and was. I just wanted to get it out there that after this, solitaire wargaming, this brings really a lot of solitaire wargaming. I do believe this was the first pure solitaire wargame I had I played, and man, I played it. Played it a lot. Most people will say, well, there's not a lot of decisions to make. There are a couple of decisions, not many. They're right. That's a fair argument. There are a lot of decisions to make, but a lot of storytelling in this game. Not meant to be storytelling, as far as I can tell. It just comes a story. The story just comes as you play, and this has spun many other spin-offs. I think Target for Today is a game that people play now. That's Steve Dixon, I believe. I played B-29 Super Fortress, which was not a bad game either. I don't think any of those games. Oh, and of course the Hunters series, the Hunted, the Hunters, the U-boats, submarine series. Has a very good feel to it, almost exactly like this. Solitaire games were important and are important. We've always struggled to find opponents. Look, a Kriegspiel, the Reichswitz Kriegspiel, people played that by correspondence. If you remember the old play-by-mail days, Avalon Hill, you would go through, if you remember looking at the stock numbers, the last numbers, and getting a random number that way, played by email. So all of that is the idea of searching for an opponent. So solitaire games, and really beginning with this. It's not the first solitaire game by a long shot, but it's still maybe the most popular one of its day. Definitely the most popular one of its day, and one of the most popular ones ever. It opened it up for whole gamers who may not have opponents to play. After this, solitaire games came out fast and furious. If you remember the whole ambush thing from Victory Games, Victory Games had a bunch of them. Mosby's Raiders, and have I ever completed all the missions? No. I do. Longest I think I got to 21. And it's in here somewhere. I had 21 one time, and that's the closest I got. I played this game a lot. But yeah, so looking for an opponent, playing solitaire games, it's a big part of our hobby. Callendale, you ever watch his channel? He's playing 2-player solo games. He's not big on solo only, but basically because they're like little puzzles most of the time, and once you figure it out, once you got the AI figured out, you figure out the whole thing. This has never been talked about having too easy of an AI for sure, because it's all AI, but so this is really the reason I love solitaire games. I love opposed games. I would much rather play 2-player games or multiplayer games, but by yourself, solitaire games, and this game is what did it for me. And the stories it tells, the stories it brings to you, the funness of it. Yeah, not a lot Not a lot of variation, but just fun. Avalon Hill came out with several other, you know, mission, if you would want to, add-ons to this. In the general, I have several of those. So, in my opinion, in the conclusion, in my opinion, this is a watershed in solitaire war games. This is what kept, in war games, in the history of war games, this is, in solitaire war games in particular, is what keeps at least some form of the war game hobby alive. A lot of people play solitaire games, including myself. So, just wanted to get it out, look at it, talk about it, get a little nostalgic about it, and be thankful for it. Be thankful for it and thankful for every solitaire game afterward. Y'all have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.